Stephanie here. I hope you're well. So, welcome back. I don't know how this is going to go. And I'm going to be honest. I'm a little terrified, but I'm super excited for this year's growing season. So, I have been gardening for a number of years in different locations, in different size gardens. I started in like Rubbermaid totes on a porch when I lived in a place without a yard. We grew tomatoes that year. There weren't a lot of them, but it was fun. I tend to grow a lot of herbs and stuff like that year over year in pots wherever I can. A few years ago, I lived in Vermont and I had a pretty substantial garden there. Every year we kind of built onto it and it got a little bit bigger and bigger. So I've tried different things. And then we moved to Florida for a year where I tried to garden there, and the bugs are so different than up north. And so we had a lot of pests, and my garden was pretty much demolished within days by a lot of the pests, and there was a lot of troubleshooting, and I was very sad about it. This year, we bought this house. So welcome to the homestead. We live in New Hampshire on about 16 acres. Most of it is wooded, but I have a lot of space to put in garden beds, and I'm super excited about that. And I've probably gone overboard with my hopes and dreams for the land. So I'm here to take you on this journey with me. It's going to be a mess, I guarantee it. And I'm a messy person, so it's going to probably be a big mess. My husband's not here right now. He's at work. But he's going to help me build boxes and hopefully get established this year. We currently have a small greenhouse that I put up in our house, in our sunroom, because I have a cat who gets into everything. And I'm going to start a lot of my seeds indoors, the ones that I can, and then we're going to go outside. So right now it is February 13th. We are nowhere near growing season here for New Hampshire. I'm in zone 5B. And so our last frost date, air quote, is normally around Mother's Day. It's mid-May. So there's a long time before I can start putting things in the ground here. And the ground is completely frozen right now. We're sitting at, there's probably about a foot of snow everywhere. And it's not got a nice sheen of ice over it because we had a nice warm day yesterday, so some of it melted. And so this is where we're at. I have a lot of time left. We're at about the 8-week-ish mark, so I can start putting things in my greenhouse inside, and I have started. So I've put a few different varieties of onions in already to get started. I did that last night, so it's like fresh and new. So I figured we'd get started now, but I wanted to share the ridiculous amount of seeds that I got. And there's more coming because I have zero self-control. If you hear anything funny in the background, sniffling, things like that, like I said, I have a cat. He gets into things. And I have a almost 1-year-old French bulldog puppy who is very, very vocal and sounds kind of like a pig. So there's a lot of noises happening in the background at all times. Sorry. So let's get started. I want to show you the seeds that I currently have. And my mother is a huge encourager of gardening. And so she helped me already by buying me this wonderful storage bin. It is a photo storage bin that I'm using for my seed packets to organize and kind of see where things are at. And so I already have them all kind of in here and labeled, different types kind of grouped together. Not everything has got its own label, but you get the gist, right? So I was going to start with flowers, I guess. So now that I have space, and in the past few years, I've done a little bit of flower gardening. I really enjoy flowers. I like them being outside. They attract pollinators, which you need to have a garden, unless you're going to try to self-pollinate, which is very hard to do for some things. So I have some flower options. I've always wanted to grow sunflowers, so I have some mammoth sunflowers. I should probably disclaimer, almost all of the seeds that are in this video are from my husband's work. He works at a feed and supply store. So I grabbed a bunch of them when they were going away at the end of last season and kind of hoarded them. And then I grabbed a few at the beginning of the season as they're starting to put them out right now. So I have a bunch. I also have some giant California giant zinnias and also some Russell Blend lupines, which lupines do really well in this area. So I'll probably get more of them next season, but if I can put them in. Then I have a bunch of marigold and calendula. So marigold is really, really good for keeping some sorts of pests away and some animals away that don't like marigolds. So I hope to undercrop and surround crop with them on certain vegetable areas. And also calendula, I understand, we will find out, is good for eczema. When you make it into salves and words are hard right now, soaps, lotions, things like that. So I have eczema pretty badly on my hands, and I garden and I do dishes, and anytime they get wet, it gets inflamed and it's horrible. And I try anything that I can to help it. So I'm going to grow some calendula this year and see if I can make it into things to hopefully help with my eczema. So I have, like I said, marigold. So I have some low growing petite yellow double French dwarf. That's a lot of names. Marigolds, which is just your standard marigold. I also have a Cracker Jack blend, which is some bright ones. For our calendula options, I have some, is it pronounced Resina? I have the High Mowing Organic Seeds and the Botanical Interests brands. So I have 2 of those. And then I also have some Xenolites, which is this really pretty pink calendula. Either way, even if it doesn't work for my eczema, it'll bring pollinators, which we need. So those are our flowers. Then let's talk about onions. Why not, right? So like I mentioned, I already started some onions, and I started 2 varieties last night. I started a bunching scallion, which was a Italian red of Florence. So this is a 60-day to maturity. It says that you can put it inside 8 to 10 weeks before, and that's where we're at right now. I also started a sweet yellow Spanish onion, which is just your standard yellow onion. And this one also says that you can start it inside 8 to 10 weeks. So I have a few packets of that, so just in case we need to do another experiment, we have enough. I also have some red globe onion, which is not at the 8 to 10 weeks. This is, I can start it indoors 4 weeks before transplanting, so this one I will do a little later. And then I have some Southport white bunching, like green tomato, or not tomato, oh my god, green onion. Words are hard. I'm checking on my dog. He's snurfling the ground. In my herb box, I have a bunch of herbs. I have more coming, I think, and then there's more that I would like to pick up. But I keep forgetting what I have. So now I'll have this as, you know, an example. I have some bouquet dill. I like to pickle things, so I like to have dill. I have some common sage. I also have some lemon basil, which is a patio variety, so I can put it in a pot if I don't have the space. I also have a dark opal basil, and then a basil blend. So it's just a bunch of different types of basil in this packet. We really like basil around here. We use it in a lot of things, so we grow a lot of it. And we grow a lot of it year over year, either way. Then I have peppers. So peppers in this area are difficult. At least I've found them difficult. Maybe other people haven't. But there's not a lot of hot days, and peppers really, really like warm. And so I have heard that if you start them indoors with a heat mat, as they start to germinate, they do better, and you get bigger plants, and they germinate a little bit faster. So we'll see if that works. I bought myself a heat mat. So one. I'll probably buy more, but for now I have one. He's throwing a tantrum on the couch. So I have some California Wonder bell peppers. I have some serranos, and then I have 2 varieties of jalapenos. I have a early and a normal. So this one is 63 days maturity, and this one is 75 day. So we'll have a lot of hots for the hubs. He likes hots. My tomato seed stash is lacking, and I will definitely get some more. So I have some Romas, and then I also have a small mix that are heirlooms. I like to grow smaller tomatoes because they're ready sooner, and I like to eat them all the time. Aromas just take forever, but they're great for sauce. For greens, I have 2 little bins of greens because I have a lot of them. It's a staple, and it's nice to have, and it comes up pretty quick. And I'm going to try some new things this year. So I have never tried chard. So I'm going to try it. So I have a few varieties of Swiss chard. So I have the 5-color silver beet. I have a dark green. And I also have an Oriole Swiss chard. Then I have a ruby red, which is a pretty standard one. I also have some collard greens. So Georgia collards. And kale. I love kale. My friend makes a very good kale salad. I'm hoping to bribe her with lots of kale to make me said kale salad. Hopes and dreams. Then I have your standard greens, lettuce, spinach. So I have a packet of New Zealand spinach. I also have a bunch of lettuce. Let me combine these to where they work. So I have some black-seeded Simpson lettuce. I have an organic variety and also just an heirloom variety from the same company. And then I've never done head lettuce. I just normally do greens, which kind of just spread out and do what they want. So I'm going to try for head lettuce this year with an iceberg and Great Lakes varieties. And then I have Endive. So this is a full-hearted escarole heirloom variety. I'm interested to see what happens with that. That one's 60 to 90 days maturity, so I should have that pretty quick once we get it in. Did you do something? Why did you go in your crate? That's suspicious. So beans and peas. We really like to grow beans and peas. I think they are spectacular. You can eat them with anything. You can just eat them off the vine. I do. Snap peas, that is. So I have some Provider bush beans currently, but that is it. And so I would like to get some more peas as well, so we can grow peas also. For cucumbers, I have some Space Master and also some Wisconsin pickling cucumbers. I like to pickle, so I have 2 packets of those. Hopefully we can grow lots of cucumber this year. So pickle all the things. I just need jars, which are in low supply right now. For squash, I have your standard Black Beauty zucchini, which we love. We eat zucchini boats. Delicious in the summer with some balsamic. Oh, it's so good. I'll share the recipe. I also have a butternut squash and also a winter spaghetti squash. I think I have more yellow squash coming, I think. If not, I have to go get it. And then I have an own special thing for pumpkins because I love the fall and I love pumpkins. My husband's not excited about the pumpkin situation because I would like to grow pumpkins everywhere, but they spread pretty easily. They go everywhere. But we're going to do it anyway because I like pumpkins. So I have a Jack B. Little variety. So these are tiny baby ones and they're so cute. And then I also have some Baby Bear, which is like small-ish size, but not tiny. The packet is X'd out because it got opened out, so it was not for sale. But my husband picked it up because there were a few seeds left. And he was like, "Yeah, you can plant them." Then I have this bag of pumpkin seeds. So I picked up a pumpkin this fall from a local pumpkin patch, and I really, really liked it. And because I knew that I was going to go all out with my garden this year, my husband was like, "Why don't you try to save some seeds? And if you like that pumpkin, we'll see if we can grow that pumpkin." I have no idea what it is. So we'll find out together, hopefully, if I can grow any pumpkins. This is a lot. I'm sorry. The cat's getting into something. Cooper! Concerned. So I have a bunch of brassicas. A few disclaimers. So I have never planted root or bulb vegetables. So like the onions are going to be an experiment this year. I have no idea how they're going to turn out. I've never grown onions. I've also never grown root vegetables. So this is going to be a first year for that too. So I have some white icicle radish. I also have your regular cherry bell. I love radishes in salads, with pasta, just sandwiches, radish sandwiches. I got that from my grandfather. It's weird, but it's delicious. So that's an option. I also have some Lancer parsnips. And then I have a bunch of turnips. I love turnip. So I have the High Mowing Organic Seeds and the Page Seeds brand of the Purple Top White Globe, which are a pretty standard turnip. And then I also have this Revival turnip. We'll see. I'm a bigger fan of turnips than my husband, so I might have to eat all of them. Also in the brassica family, I have a few varieties of Brussels sprouts. We love Brussels sprouts. So I have a Nodic and a Dagan Brussels sprout variety. One of them is 100 days to maturity, and one of them is 120, so it'll be a little while before we have them. They'll probably come in the fall. I also have some green acre cabbage, some early snowball cauliflower, which you can't see because it's white. It's bright right here. And then I have a ridiculous amount of packets of broccoli. Just regular Calabrese green sprouting broccoli. I have one from Plant Hearts Seeds, or Hearts Plant Seeds. I keep reading that wrong. I have one of those, and I have 3 of the Page Seed Company. We have grown broccoli in the past, and we had a groundhog, so we did not get to have any of our broccoli. And I'm very bitter about that still. So I have a lot of options here for broccoli growing. Then I have 2 varieties of carrots, both of the smaller varieties, because I'm new to root vegetables. All the clicking is me just putting them back in their little boxes. I'm sorry, that's annoying. And last but not least, my other bin. I am going to attempt to grow some celery. And then these 2 things are not things that I normally eat. So I have a black beet eggplant. I have friends that are vegan and vegetarian, so I'm growing it to hopefully help their stashes. And then I also have these sugar baby watermelons. I hear watermelon is spectacular. I've had it before, a very long time ago, but I'm actually allergic to watermelon. I know it's like 90% water, but whatever it is not water, I can't eat. It makes me very itchy in the throat. So that is the current seed haul. I have another order on its way from M.I. Gardner, and then I also am probably going to take stock of what I have, when those come in, what I got, and then go back and kind of backfill where I need to. So I know that I still need a few different herbs that are not here. Those are easy. I can put them in pots if I don't have the space for them. And then I definitely want to get more varieties of tomatoes. I would like a cherry tomato, a grape tomato, and I do like the yellow varieties of tomatoes. So hoping to get a few of those. Oh, and peas, because I haven't got my peas yet. So that is my hope. We'll see how it goes. I don't even have garden boxes yet outside. So that'll be step 1. So we'll see where it goes. But I hope that this is entertaining for someone. Let my failures be your successes. And if you have any tips or tricks or live in this area, let me know. Thanks for watching. Bye. Good morning. Sorry for shaky camera time. I'm on my phone and I'm not quite ready to be on camera this morning. I'm about to head to work. The pupper's was eating. He likes to eat on a mat and not in a bowl because he's fancy. Excuse me. But I got a package And it is more seeds, so I wanted to share with you. Let me one-handed get this out. Packing slip, put it away. Yay! So this package is from M.I. Gardner. So I ordered online, and I got a few things that I didn't have already and a few things just to play around with. So I got some gigantic pumpkins. These are the ones that are supposed to get super, super big. Let me hold that so you can actually see it a little bit better. But they are known to reach sizes of up to 1,000 pounds. I doubt I'll get one like that because I'm not going to feed it like that. But each vine will still get about 40-pound pumpkins, which is very, very cool. So we'll see. That's just kind of more of a play thing. It looks like this is a freebie that they give you. What did I get? I got Space Master cucumbers. Very cool. Never have enough cucumbers. I got some black Krim tomatoes. More pumpkins. I heard that the Cinderella ones will hold well through a season and they're really, really pretty. So I got some Cinderella pumpkins. I also got serrano peppers. And one of my favorite things is sweet banana peppers. I love banana peppers. I love them pickled. They're so good. So I got some of those. In my last clip, I mentioned that I needed to get peas. So I got the Tom Thumb Dwarf peas. These are peas that you can just eat. I don't think that you have to shuck them out of their little pods. But I will double check because we like peas. I got some oregano, just regular Italian oregano. This stuff will spread really, really well, and we normally cross-plant it with our tomatoes. So I got that. I got 2 packets because I assume that the birds will not be my friends during this excursion of the Golden Bantam corn. It has been my dream to grow corn at some point, so I'm going to attempt it. I love the sound of seeds. So it's super sweet, it's easy picking, so I got those. This is a few-year plan. This is asparagus, so they are perennial, so they will come back. It normally takes about a year or 2 for them to actually sprout so that you can eat them. But I'm excited to try it, so I got some Mary Washington asparagus. And last but not least, I grabbed some more beans. These are just some regular strike beans, because I like to have beans and peas in the summertime. And I normally just eat these in the garden while I'm doing stuff because why not? And so that is everything that I got from M.I. Gardner. I am super excited. This is my first time using this company. I've heard about them online from a few different homesteaders. So I am excited to try them out and see how it goes. So that is my haul from them. And if I get any more seeds, which I probably won't because my husband was already upset that I got more, I will let you know. Have a good morning. Bye. Oh, you want to say bye? Charlie, do you want to say bye? Do you want your hoofy? Well, have a great day, guys. Bye.